The Media Mothership presents
5 places where tourists get hurt.
Number 5.
Death Valley, California. In eastern California, in the northern Mojave Desert, lies Death Valley, one of the hottest places on Earth and the home of the hottest air temperature ever recorded at 134 degrees Fahrenheit. Spanning nearly 3,000 square miles, Death Valley makes up most of the Death Valley National Park and is a prominent feature of the Mojave and Colorado Desert's Biosphere Reserve. Death Valley is famous for its long, incredibly hot summers with little to no rainfall. If the molten level sun isn't enough to keep you away, Death Valley also experiences heated wind gusts like miniature fireballs known as phone winds, which sound like a bad hair day waiting to happen. The highest surface temperature ever recorded in Death Valley was 201 degrees Fahrenheit, which is the highest ground surface temperature ever recorded on Earth and is the only recorded surface temperature above 200 degrees Fahrenheit known to man. People brave enough to take on the heat and explore the area report not even sweating, simply because their moisture evaporates so quickly. They don't name a place Death Valley because it looks like a great place for human life, so we're going to take that as a warning and keep this California desert off our bucket list.
Number 4.
Mount Washington, New Hampshire. The highest peak in the northeastern United States, Mount Washington is the most prominent feature in the presidential range of the White Mountains in Coos County, New Hampshire. However, not all is as beautiful as it seems with this glorious giant. The mountain is known for its extremely erratic weather and has been known to reach wind speeds of up to 231 miles per hour at the summit. The mountain still holds the record for the highest measured wind speed not associated with a tornado or tropical cyclone, and hurricane-force wind gusts are reportedly recorded in approximately 110 days per year. Mount Washington is located in a popular hiking area, however, only the absolute best of climbers should attempt to take on this unpredictable foe. The mountain is also notorious for avalanches in the winter, with about 100 recorded per year. Avalanches have been responsible for 6 deaths on Mount Washington. Over 150 hikers have died on the mountain in all seasons of the year due to its harsh and rapidly changing conditions. The death toll is almost half that of Mount Everest, which is nearly 23,000 feet taller in size, for perspective. Deaths have been attributed to the lack of preparation and failure to understand just how severe conditions on the mountain can be, due to its location in the northeast and relatively moderate size. If you're going to Mount Washington, it's not possible to be too prepared.
Number 3.
Bikini Atoll, Marshall Islands. Literally translating to coconut place, Bikini Atoll is a coral reef in the Marshall Islands in the Pacific Ocean, consisting of 23 islands surrounding a 229.4 square mile central lagoon. In 1946, after World War II, the island's residents were told to relocate by the United States of America as they wanted to use the island chain as a site for nuclear tests. And they did, until 1958. Believing they would be able to return home after a short time, the residents accepted resettlement voluntarily to Rongerik Atoll. However, Rongerik could not produce enough food, and the islanders starved. In 1970, about 100 residents were put back on the island to resettle the land. However, in 1977, scientists found extremely dangerous levels of strontium-90, a cancerous radiation, in their water, as well as alarmingly high concentrations of cesium-137, another radioactive isotope, in their bodies. The residents were evacuated again in 1980. The United States detonated 23 nuclear devices between 1946 and 1958 at 7 test sites on the reef, including in the air and underwater. Bikini Atoll is occasionally visited today by divers and a few scientists and is occupied by a handful of caretakers. We don't know what they're looking for down there, but we don't think we want to find it.
Number 2.
Skellig Michael Mountain, Ireland. Gaining increasing notoriety after its appearance in Star Wars: The Force Awakens, Skellig Michael Mountain, located off the coast of Ireland, consists of roughly 54 acres of rock and was formed sometime between 360 and 374 million years ago. The island is defined by its twin peaks and intervening valley, which makes its landscape incredibly steep and extremely inhospitable to visitors. The island is best known for its Gaelic monastery, founded between the 6th and 8th centuries, and its variety of inhabiting species. The monastery is situated at an elevation of 550 to 600 feet above sea level. The monastery can be reached by climbing a series of narrow and steep stone steps, starting in 3 different locations. The entrance on the south peak of the island contains the most dangerous approach, and is largely closed to the public. Because of the often difficult crossing from the mainland to the landing spots on the island, it is only accessible during the summer months. Today, the island receives an average of 11,000 visitors per year. However, to protect the site, the Office of Public Works limits the number of visitors to 180 per day. Once landed, the island's terrain is steep, unprotected, and dangerous. Each year, at least 4 boat licenses are granted to tour operators who run trips to Skellig during the summer seasons. The island is lashed by water from all sides, with waves breaking at up to 10 meters over the landing pier. When large waves recede, they can often expose ragged rock surfaces, further hampering approach and landing of vessels. There have been 3 deaths and 5 injuries so far on Skellig Mountain. Given the limited amount of visitors the location receives each year, those aren't particularly the odds we're looking for when we think of an island vacation.
Number 1.
Danakil Desert, Ethiopia. Known as the hottest place on Earth, the Danakil Desert, located in northeast Ethiopia, is one of the driest and lowest places on the planet. And actually, if you didn't know any better, you might not even think you were on this planet if you were there. The area is known for its volcanoes, and daytime temperatures surpassing 122 degrees Fahrenheit regularly, with less than 1 inch of rainfall occurring each year. Exploring the sweat-wrenching region requires driving for a number of hours, often on bumpy, dusty dirt roads, and the land is home to many active volcanoes that spew toxic gases into the atmosphere. Traveling through the desert is possible, however, explorers will almost certainly come into contact with boiling hot water bubbles, poisonous chlorine and sulfur gases which choke the air, and alarming earth tremors from the surrounding volcanoes, not to mention the hordes of bandits that harass the area, on the lookout for the perfect unsuspecting victims. A camel ride through the desert may be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. However, the Danakil is probably not the one you want to do it in.
Always remember, like and subscribe for more videos. Leave a comment below on anything you might have liked in this video, and let us know what you might like to see in future videos. Till next time, we're out.